Right, the hashtag is Delhi Fight Club. Let's debate. And joining us on the debate, Ragini Naik of the Congress Party, Nalin Kohli of the BJP. My first question to Raghav Chadha, continuing the debate with him, and it's an open debate. I'm not coming to each of you individually. My simple question to Raghav Chadha is, suppose Raghav Chadha, Digvijay Singh does a poll. Suppose Digvijay Singh does a poll and has a press conference, according to my poll, Congress Party is winning. What credibility will it have? Or for that matter, suppose Venkaiah Naidu does a poll. And Venkaiah Naidu does a poll and the end of it comes out and says, according to my poll, BJP is winning. What credibility will it have? The same credibility that Yogendra Yadav's poll will have. Why are you even trying this poll? Who's asking you to do a poll and then go public with it? Are you trying to mislead people? What kind of strategy is this? It's a vague, strange strategy.
Okay, so Mr. Goswami?
Yeah.
So Mr. Goswami, there have been, over the past few days, I think for the past 12, 14 days, there have been successive surveys by various...
No poll says 51 seats. No, tell me one poll which says 51 seats. Tell me one poll which says 51 seats to 55 seats. I mean, what is this?
I'll answer that, sir. So I am just saying there are three takeaways from these surveys. All the surveys have predicted that the Aam Aadmi Party will form a clear majority. Our survey also projects...
He would never put out a poll if the AAP was
Mr. Goswami,
there is no credibility of a poll. Like, this is like some of those channels who don't get the viewership and then do a poll of their own saying, according to our poll, we've got the viewership. It makes no sense, and Yogendra Yadav always gets it wrong. Yogendra Yadav is way out now.
That is for the people.
No, Yogendra Yadav is way out. He never gets it right. Yogendra Yadav is never in touch with reality as far as polls go. I don't want to embarrass you by telling you Yogendra Yadav's record, because according to your Aam Aadmi Party survey report in April 2014, Yogendra Yadav was way ahead of his rivals in Gurgaon. In the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections, you said Yogendra Yadav is winning in Gurgaon. Yogendra Yadav finished fourth. He got some 5-6% of the vote.
So Mr. Goswami, we have
these polls are all rubbish.
Raw data of the poll.
No, raw data and all was put out then also. You see, don't give me the scientific terminology. Okay, Nalin Kohli comes to the debate. Nalin Kohli.
And arrive there logical
Nalin Kohli, let's open up the debate. Nalin Kohli.
Mr. Goswami, please.
Nalin Kohli and Ragini, please.
You've asked me a question.
It makes no sense. No, you've spoken the most so far.
All I'm saying is, sir, forget that poll. Forget that poll. All I'm saying is,
which poll do I forget?
All the 5-6 polls of all independent organizations.
No, but you have no business doing polls and doing press conferences on polls. Ragini.
Every poll has predicted that Aam Aadmi Party is forming the government with a simple majority.
No, nobody is saying 55 to 56 seats.
Percentage point lead up from the BJP and the Congress.
Why don't you take all 70 seats?
Irrelevant. These are the standard. No, these are the standard observations from every poll. Forget my poll.
I forget those every polls. No, this is
every poll.
I have a word for a change?
No, what's it? Nalin Kohli wants to go first. Nalin Kohli and no, 1 second. Nalin, before you, Ragini. Ragini, please.
Can I?
Yeah, Ragini, go ahead.
Can I come in or not?
Yeah, go ahead, Ragini.
You see, opinion polls, look at the dichotomy. A few days back, the Aam Aadmi Party and from this week onwards, the Bharatiya Janata Party have realized that as far as winning Delhi is concerned, there are many slips between the cup and the lip. You see, the moment the balance of the opinion poll turns into the favor of the opponent, both these parties start crying foul. When the total TV survey was favoring the Aam Aadmi Party, they had made posters out of it, stuck them at the back of the autos, and the autos were flaunting this advantageous position all through Delhi.
Is that so?
But when the same opinion polls started shifting their focus on the other party, then Mr. Yogendra Yadav, the politician, turns into Mr. Yogendra Yadav, the psephologist, and starts preaching the world in his patronizing manner that all the opinion polls are inherently flawed. And as far as the BJP is concerned, I'm really surprised that the Prime Minister did not find it necessary to talk about opinion polls in the previous two rallies. But today, when the tables have turned, Honour, please let me complete. When the tables have turned, Mr. Narendra Modi categorically takes a jibe against opinion polls because probably suddenly it has dawned upon him that there is a malicious intent behind opinion polls. They're fraud. They're essentially biased. They're erroneous. But I must tell you, he went on to say that the polls which were done in Varanasi during the Lok Sabha elections were also wrong because they showed Mr. Kejriwal was winning. But when Miss Nirmala Sitharaman was asked this question by media journalists, she had no answer.
No, Mr.
Because
there
were no such polls which showed Mr.
I get
Kejriwal
your
was
point.
winning.
So my question,
it was a white lie.
my question
so
to
both
Nalin
these
Kohli
parties,
is,
I must say, take this kind of dubious positioning, take this kind of U-turn tactic, because this is their basic inherent character, and it is not limited to crediting and discrediting opinion polls.
1 second, please.
You can extend it to BJP's claim of full statehood or the Aam Aadmi Party's claim of Jan Lokpal bill. They are habitual offenders of politics of convenience, and people's interest is sacrificed at the altar of politics of convenience.
Ragini, you're making an election speech, not right. Just because 24 hours to go for campaigning, you can't turn the news into an election rally for the Congress party. I don't want to rub it in, but you know what? One thing is common among all opinion polls. You're last.
I had to make my point.
The only thing common among all opinion polls is that you're last. And by the way, for a party that shuns opinion polls, you conduct opinion polls yourself.
Yes, you don't live in Delhi, Arnab Goswami, and you don't have any other source of connecting with the people apart from these opinion polls. I presume that you're saying this on the basis of these opinion polls.
No, I'm saying one second. I'm saying this.
I will tell you why we don't believe in opinion polls.
I am saying what I'm saying because I don't want to repeat your mistakes on TV, but you're forcing me to, because in December 2013, you gave yourself a majority. You ended up with 7-8 seats. So as far as opinion polls are concerned, you got it all wrong. Nalin Kohli.
2009, all the election surveys
Nalin Kohli, it's a debate. Don't debate with me. Let's go to Nalin Kohli.
Showing that the BJP is going ahead towards
Let's
victory.
Go to Nalin Kohli. Let's go to Nalin Kohli and let's ask Nalin Kohli.
India shining and feel good factor. But absolutely reverse happened. Even last year, the opinion polls were not able to decipher the undercurrent in favor of the Aam Aadmi Party. What do you have to say on that? And let me assure you that a similar or a stronger undercurrent is favouring the Congress this time.
Kohli, who is this?
I will come back on the 10th and debate it with you.
Nalin Kohli, the fact is, this is very strange. As far as you're concerned, the Prime Minister says bikao, which means someone who's sold out. How do you know that the strange or whatever mysterious person who is doing the polls for you, who you are paying a lot of money, I am told, right? You're paying a lot of money to somebody to do a poll of 22,000. You have a lot of money. You're a rich party. But I want to know from you, how does the Prime Minister not know that person is sold out? Maybe your pollster is sold out. How do you know?
Swami,
how do you? And by the way, point number 2, Nalin Kohli, and you're really on the dock tonight because you're being on off the mark aside. The fact is, when opinion polls favor you, you go to town, tom-tomming it. Oh, we are so popular. We are so popular. When they don't favor you, you say they are bikao. What is this logic?
Let's go one by one.
No, second point first.
Points. Unfortunately, I'm at a disadvantage in this program. I can't outshout my 2 other colleagues. So let's go one by one. First of all is that even as of today, there are 2 polls that show a clear majority on 2 different channels for the BJP. So are they
bikao or not bikao?
Small sample size.
Are they bikao or not bikao?
Then you asked about the veracity.
No, so you are saying those who are showing you in the lead are not bikao and those who are showing you are losing are bikao.
I have not passed any comment like that.
No, but what do you mean by bikao or not bikao? How do you decide they are bikao or not bikao?
Perhaps if I can answer it, it might be clear. Now you asked a second question by saying, how do you know that the BJP's own polls may not be bikao, to use the word as you just used.
That is your word, sir, not mine.
For the simple reason, it was bang. Okay, quoting the Prime Minister. Because for the simple reason, they've been bang on. And we saw it in the Lok Sabha.
Really, and how do I know?
State assemblies.
How do I know?
Now we are entitled.
How do I know they've
been bang on? Well, we are not going to town like the Aam Aadmi Party, building our hope on in fact, we should compliment them. They have only taken 51 seats out of 70. They should have taken 70 and also elected the Chief Minister. So that they are entitled to make their claims.
So Mr. Goswami,
we are in our rights to believe
that
their claims have
no other country
the Bharatiya Janata Party today has already conceded. They've started behaving like an opposition party, and Mr. Venkaiah Naidu today made a very interesting statement. He said that the results of the Delhi elections would not have any bearing on the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister's wave or the Modi wave would remain unhampered. So what he is essentially saying is that irrespective of the BJP's performance, Mr. Modi should not be blamed. So he is essentially, has accepted that he is losing this election. Even the RSS magazine called The Organizer has, revealed has revealed that the Aam Aadmi Party is on a strong footing and the kind of groundswell of support that the Aam Aadmi Party is enjoying.
Mr. Goswami, may I just counter this? Once this election speech is over,
Nalin
perhaps I can give a
Kohli, please keep it to short answers. Nalin Kohli. Short answers, Raghav.
Yeah, I give a short answer. Mr. Goswami, I do not, Mr. Goswami, I would not like to replace substance with verbosity. So I'll make it a short answer because I don't need to bring in verbosity to replace substance. Therefore, once this political speech finishes, Mr. Raghav Chadda, of course, would like to only speak. When he speaks, he doesn't stop. Now let me come back to one by one point. I do not have the profound political experience of Mr. Raghav Chadda and all the experiences. I mean, I've been only 14 years in a political party. He, of course, has a profound experience to pass sweeping comments on everything. But that's okay. That's how the nature of them is. They can bring in any kind of allegation because they have to have substance. They ignore substance. Let's go one by one. Where is this a referendum on the Prime Minister?
Come to the point.
The referendum took place in May.
Come to the point.
Let me finish my point, Mr. Raghav. I am not rude and insolent to interrupt anybody. I am not willing to take this debate to that level. You want to take it, you take it. Let me answer. You are interrupting me, Mr. Chadda. Mr. Chadda, you are winning as you won Varanasi. As Mr. Arvind. Mr. Goswami, I can't outshout this person.
Raghav Chadda, no heckling, no heckling.
I mean, really, I find
no, one second. I have one thing to say to Raghav Chadda.
Raghav is the meaning of debate.
Raghav, 1 second. Raghav, I'm sorry. But if you heckle him, every time you heckle, anyone heckles anyone, I will come with counterpoints. So Raghav, you know I've got 6 or 7 points
Mr.
here
Goswami,
today. Which
I am not heckling.
You are heckling now.
I am the last person to do verbal heckling. I am the last person to do verbal heckling. All I was trying to say that Mr. Nalin Kohli spends half a minute in making condescending remarks. He spends 1 minute in making condescending and derogatory remarks, and he doesn't come to the point.
Now
Answer the simple question: why is the BJP trailing?
Machine keeping track of the minute to minute, as if this is a lap in which verbally he has to complete a lap.
I have a watch. I don't have a machine. I have a watch, sir. I don't have a machine. You don't need a
Gentlemen, 1 minute.
As do I. We all wear watches, Mr. Chadda. If you had seen the watch, you perhaps would have noticed you interrupted me in less than 30 seconds. Because that's the patience level you have.
Gentlemen, come on. 15 minutes to debate. Come to the point.
Did not.
Be my
Come to the point. Who's winning this debate, gentlemen? Delhi Fight Club is the hashtag. Who's winning this debate? I request both sides to come back to the point.
There is a wave here. What happened to that wave? And how many times he's visited Varanasi, the city he wanted to establish a link with? So go ahead, make your propaganda. You're good at propaganda. Let us do our work. And let's leave it to the people who'll vote.
Don't project it as a bipolar contest. You're only giving the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party time to speak.
Ragini, I'll come to you 1 second. But before that, Ragini, it is unfortunate
to be in this fascinating election, Ragini ji, where you don't discuss anything for the Congress Party. Your entire debate is for the Aam Aadmi Party or the BJP. Congratulations, it must be a fascinating experience for the Congress. Such an old political party, nothing to say for itself.
I must congratulate you, Mr. Nalin Kohli, for very conveniently beating around the bush and circumventing and ducking every question that is thrown to you. When you're given time, you will talk about everything under this blue sky, but you will never try to answer
Actually,
the question
that charge
directly.
is coming on you, Miss
Nayak.
Your entire thing is coming on you. Just be careful. The mirror might be quite rude, actually. With all due respect, ma'am.
Inherent nature, that is what the kind of training that you get from your party, because you don't have any answers. If you
now we had an organized trained thing, like a mafia as you like to believe it. By the way, just out of curiosity, which country does the mafia originate from? I'm just not able to recall.
That we have done an internal survey showing that the BJP is winning.
What did you say about mafia?
Asked about the vote percentage.
What did you say about mafia?
No, because this is training.
Nothing to say.
Training. We are trained in a way to go ahead and do this. Miss Nayak, come on, come up with a cogent argument. Tell me something about the Congress Party. Where are you in this election? Where are you in every election preceding this election? Can you at least speak of your leadership, of your election, for a change, for variety? Just for the sake of variety that the Congress Party is back talking about itself.
Mr. Kohli, cut the sarcasm, please. Mr. Kohli. Alright, I think I'll have to. 1 second. I think I need to. Ragini.
I have got both the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress on the same side again.
Ragini, he's provoking you and he's...
These parties are only trying to confuse people. They are only trying to influence the voters.
What is your agenda? Why don't you tell us about your agenda for a change? You've spoken a lot about the BJP. You're speaking a lot about the Aam Aadmi Party. So what is your agenda?
And where is Rahul Gandhi, by the way? He comes out once in a while, I guess.
Where was he on 26th? Just for the clarification, 26th January is Republic Day. It's one of those important days. Where was he? I mean, I couldn't see him. Perhaps, the cameras didn't show him.
Well,
was he in India?
When the Jhuggi Jhopdi clusters, Mr. Kohli, were being demolished in
was he in the Jhuggi Jhopdi clusters?
By the order of BJP.
Are you saying that he was? Are you saying that he was in the Jhuggi Jhopdi clusters?
Where were your national leaders?
No, 26 January, no Jhuggi was demolished.
You fight Delhi election.
No, you're confused, Ms. Naik. I can understand you are between debates. You're confused. No Jhuggi was demolished on 26, Ms. Naik. May I just request you to come back to a correct time frame? 26 January, no Jhuggi has been demolished.
All right, gentlemen, one second.
Rahul Gandhi.
Gentlemen,
Rahul Gandhi.
Where was Mr. Just out of curiosity.
Please,
the nation also. You don't even want to talk of your leader.
Serious news.
My God, you're so embarrassed. You don't want to talk of your leader.
Where were your leaders?
This is fascinating. You don't want to talk about your leader and the work he was doing on the 26th. I can tell you where the Prime Minister was consistently from the beginning to now. Everybody knows his program.
Delhi.
Okay,
why are you so embarrassed, Ms.
Call it off. 1 second. Ceasefire for a minute, please. I steer the debate back again. 1 minute. Now we'll go into the basic subject. If we'd have enough fun taking personal jibes at each other. And yes, drink a glass of water, Nalin Kohli. You've really taken the world record today in sarcasm on the news. My question goes first substantially on the issue of surveys to the Aam Aadmi Party. I request participants to keep their answers short. My first question is to the Aam Aadmi Party. In December 2014, in what was your 5th internal survey, so-called internal survey, you declared yourself the clear number 1 in Delhi, saying you will win 44 seats out of 70 if there was no swing. You claimed a vote share of 36%. The figures were totally different. Why did you goof up then?
Well, Mr. Goswami, if you remember correctly, the all the surveys,
I always remember correctly.
Elections predicted that the Aam Aadmi Party.
That's so funny.
So all the surveys last time around said that the Aam Aadmi Party will get 4 seats or 5 seats or at max 6 seats.
No.
At that point, it was important for the Aam Aadmi Party to step out and make a correction.
So
there is
you lie. You lie like that.
The Aam Aadmi Party.
So you just go ahead and lie.
No. We put up the raw data. No,
raw
sir,
data.
no.
Then your raw data is rubbish because 1 second.
We ended up with 28 seats. We ended up with 28 seats.
No, but your figures
the
were
Aam Aadmi Party predicted. Yes, so Aam Aadmi Party predicted.
You have always got your predictions wrong, Raghav Chadda. Point number 2, Raghav Chadda. Raghav Chadda, now I'll prove you wrong. Now I'll prove you wrong again. Now I'll prove you wrong again.
There were fabricated
Raghav Chadda, I will prove you wrong again.
There were fabricated stakes and propaganda.
I will prove you wrong again now if you listen to me.
And this time around also.
Raghav Chadda, I will prove you wrong again. Now there are only 2 possibilities.
Indulge in a smear campaign.
No, 1 second, please. Everybody.
Mr. Goswami, all I'm saying
Chadda,
is,
listen to me, please.
all the polls in this country, all independent organizations that have conducted polls in this country this time around have said that the Aam Aadmi Party is getting clear majority. And the Aam Aadmi Party enjoys a minimum of 8% vote share lead with the BJP. And the BJP has automatically started
Mr. Chadda, please understand. Please, I told you, keep your questions, keep your answers short. My question, 1 second. Mr. Chadda, just quick yes or no answer will do also this time. I really, and please, I am not interested in just tearing apart your argument. But you are forcing me to. Mr. Chadda, you also got it wrong in the Lok Sabha elections where in April 2014 you claimed you are going to win 4 seats out of 7 in Delhi. In the end, you lost all 7. Now there's only 2 possible. No, 1 second. Let me complete now. Let me complete the question. Either you lie. Either you lie or you are a very bad psephologist behind you. Either you are lying or your psephologist is very bad.
Point for Lok Sabha. Yes, sir, for the Lok Sabha elections, we never came out with a survey. We came
Sir, you had a survey April 8, 2014. No, that's wrong. You did have a survey.
It was a...
Sir, you had a survey. You had a survey with an internal assessment that the party's vote share will be 41%.
We have come out, the Aam Aadmi Party,
you predicted 41% vote share.
Incorporation has come out with 2 surveys.
Sir,
the Aam Aadmi Party has come out with only 2 surveys.
Sir, this is I am quoting
the raw data on our website.
Sir,
and at that point we said we will get somewhere around 36 to 38 seats.
Sir, I'll tell you anyway, Mr. Chadda, when you go back, check your facts.
We are absolutely sure.
Mr. Chadda, when you go back, check your facts. You came up with an internal assessment where you predicted your party's vote share will be around 41%.
It was an assessment, not a survey.
Oh, so
it was an assessment.
So when you get it wrong, it becomes an assessment.
We never came out with the data.
Well,
but we never published the data.
Now my attention goes to the BJP.
This time around, we have come out with the raw data.
Now my attention goes to the BJP.
We have done surveys only twice since our inception.
No, Mr. Chadda, you see what is the BJP strategy on that? You get it wrong all the time. I don't know. Maybe Yogendra Yadav, he hasn't got it right. What's it? My question is...
The Aam Aadmi Party has till date come out with 2 surveys.
Okay.
One in December 2013 and one in February 2014, and both.
Okay. Now, Mr.
For any person to go and
Okay.
see.
My question is to Mr. Nalin Kohli. Mr. Nalin Kohli, you always claim that you have big sample size. Now, those who do surveys know for every person sampled, you pay a lot of money to. Presumably, you are paying lots and lots and lots and lots of money to your pollsters. For example, you claimed a sample size of 70,000 people when you did a survey in the run-up to the 2013 assembly elections. It gave the BJP 39 seats. In the end, you were not able to form the government. This is despite a huge sample size of 70,000. The same survey claimed that Vijay Goyal at the time was the most popular chief ministerial candidate in Delhi, more than Arvind Kejriwal. I don't want to push the point. This is the kind of information that it was also reported in January. You want me to continue, Mr. Kohli?
No, I can answer whenever you want.
No, but you have got it wrong. All your internal surveys have all been self-destructive.
No, let me come. No, I don't agree with that. All is an incorrect word. Yes. No, we could have been wrong in 2013, but we've been bang on for the Lok Sabha and thereafter. Number 2 is, well, let's go to the sample size. We were the number 1 party, but every survey in the country, or in Delhi at least, put the Aam Aadmi Party at between 8 to 10. They finally got 28. So everyone underestimated them.
That's not true. That's
a lot
not
of them
true.
may be underestimating us now.
Many of them put them above 15.
The third point.
Yeah.
No, third.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Above 15. But the point is, nobody estimated them at 28, and the vote
most
percentage
of them given them an average of 20.
Number 3 is, I have 3 comments to make about this. Psephology based on desire is not psephology. It is propaganda. No, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about the Aam Aadmi survey. Psephology based on desire is not a psephology. It's basically a propaganda. They're good at it.
5 minutes.
So therefore, they are entitled to go ahead about it. Every survey has been proved wrong, but they are entitled to pat their backs.
would obviously want to. Yes, sir. That is fine. No. Now, will you also say that the Cicero poll is wrong? Will you also say that the Nelson poll is wrong? Will you also say that the Economic Times survey is wrong? Will you also say that the Times of India survey is wrong?
Mr. Chadda, would you like to see India TV today?
Hindustan Times survey is wrong because all surveys are predicting that the Aam Aadmi Party is forming a government with a
Why don't you see India TV? And why don't you also see IBN 7? This evening, both of the surveys. No, Mr. Chadda, don't outshout me.
I mean,
Mr. Chadda, you made your point. Don't outshout me.
Started on IBN
Mr. Chadda, we can have
Everybody
a discussion.
knows IBN
Mr. Chadda, we
and
can have a
IBN.
discussion. A discussion means I'll speak, you can listen. When you speak, I will listen. So let me just make one sentence. I don't need 20 sentences. The IBN 7 poll of today, which was shown on IBN 7, and the India Today, both of them show us India TV. Both show us in majority. So if you're accepting the others, accept this too.
So they are not Bikau. How do you know they are not
You can't have a selective thing. No, I select the ones I like, the ones who I'll say we are winning here. So these are the right ones.
Can I come in, please?
Are they Bikau?
Are they Bikau?
Are they Bikau? So, Mr. Goswami, before I get into this, so Mr. Goswami, I don't want to get into mudslinging with Mr. Kohli. I just need to make one point.
Your survey is Bikau. Because your survey has nothing to do with psephology.
All of us, hold on. All of us, in all fairness, must concede the fact that there is only one party for the past 3 months that has been consistently laying down the agenda for the state of Delhi. We have laid down the issues, the probable solutions, and come out with an actionable plan. The BJP and the Congress have been relying on their personalities. There is only one party that the Aam Aadmi Party has been talking about issues that has an agenda. Both the other parties have propaganda. Aam Aadmi Party is with an agenda. The BJP and the Congress are here with propaganda. So the choice is very clear. Agenda versus propaganda.
The Aam Aadmi Party has created a perception of development versus the genuine narrative of development that the Congress Party
I have a suggestion.
Ragini, I never interrupted when you were speaking.
Remember that the people are not going to fall into the trap of your dubious polls
Ragini,
which are only conducting to
Ragini
confuse
Nayak,
people.
Ragini,
they are
again,
going to
Ragini,
be very selective,
Ragini,
very cautious this time.
No, Ragini, once I don't know,
just
Ragini.
let me make one point.
A question
I'll take
to you.
10 seconds.
A point to you. I want to
10
make a point to
seconds.
you. No, to you. Please take the question. You are in complete speech mode today. Just because Rahul Gandhi has not given enough speeches, do you have to make up for it? Now, question is this, please. Ragini Nayak will understand the fact. You see, I want to know who is your pollster. How much money are you paying them? Last time your pollster said you will get more than 140 seats, you got 44. Who's your pollster?
Is that the question?
Of course it's a question. You say we shun opinion polls. You should tell on national television who your pollster is because you carry out internal surveys. Last time everybody was telling you about the writing on the wall. You gave yourself 140 plus seats. What was that? Hope? Optimism? Faith in Rahul Gandhi?
Mr. Arnab Goswami,
I know my name. Answer the question.
A political party must be optimistic. I have given you ample examples.
That's a giveaway.
Prove that opinion
That's a dead
polls
giveaway.
have gone wrong for all the parties, for all the pollsters. Like the weather report, more often than not, poll surveys, exit poll, pre-polls are wrong than right. But the point today is that these two parties, this is the problem. This is what happens when you're fickle-minded, when you cannot stand on one position. Then, like the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP, it becomes very difficult for you to defend your position. Because when the polls are not in your favor, then you start crying foul.
But you are.
And the moment they show you leading towards victory, then you say that all the polls are right.
Who
then
cries
you flaunt
foul?
pages
Who
on
cries
screens
foul?
of national television channels.
You were trying
but
to get.
the point is that Congress is the only party which has been firm in its stand that we don't believe in opinion polls.
You are trying to get opinion polls banned the last time.
You were talking about sample sizes. However large the sample size is, it cannot be truly representative of the diversity which is an inherent part of the social fabric of this country. We have time and again said this, and that is why for a very long time we did not come on opinion polls. Psephology was started as an academic exercise in the 1960s by CSDS in Delhi, and now it has been only reduced to making predictions and becoming modern day Nostradamus. I believe more in working on the ground and feeling the pulse of the people, which is in this election talking about voting for the Congress, for the tried and tested leadership of Congress, for the clean and competent leadership of the Congress party.
Again, you made a speech out there. I'm wrapping up. Nalin Kohli wanted to make a last point. Let it not be a jibe at the Congress party, which I think it is.
I want to make the last word.
No, Mr. Goswami, I plead guilty. I'm not as talented as Ms. Nayak and Mr. Chadda at long speeches. I'd like to make it small and short. I think the Congress party really brought up an amazing point that they like to work on the ground. They spoke of diversity of India, but the ground doesn't respond to them, nor does the diversity of India respond to them. This entire speech was not on their own agenda.
Well, the diversity of India was shown by the vision document of your party. And today, instead of apologizing on behalf of the Delhi BJP,
at least have the decency to listen. If you listened, you would have heard what the voter of India wanted. If you could even listen, you would have heard what the voter of India wanted. The problem is you are talking to the voter and talking down to the voter. So don't listen for a change, ma'am. It takes to both to speak and also listen. That's what a discussion is. But next time if you want to come, ma'am, you are entitled to come, stand in front of a mirror and do your speech. Why do you need us also? There's no problem. You can just deliver a speech to the nation.
And there's just one.
Please don't talk about diversity.
Raghav, finally
don't try to be the anchor.
By the way, where is Mr. Rahul Gandhi on the 26th of January? You still haven't answered that, Ms. Nayak.
That has no relevance.
Where was Mr. Rahul Gandhi? Which country was he in celebrating the independence? No, I'm just curious because they keep talking about our leadership. I thought I'll just bring it up. Let's have a little more knowledge about this.
I don't understand. Why was Mr. Narendra Modi wearing a 10 lakh rupee suit? Why was he wearing a 10 lakh rupee suit and 15 lakh rupees have not reached the account?
So tell me, have you gone to the store? Have you gone to the store? Or have you visited where it is from?
Why was it?
At least you have something to debate on. But my point is, where is Mr. Rahul Gandhi? We are not able to debate on it.
Compare apples with oranges. I also have such questions.
No, but where is Mr. Rahul Gandhi?
One at a time at you.
Arey, Ms. Nayak, just tell us. And what is the Congress party standing for in this election, if it's standing at all?
He was there with the people of Delhi when they needed him. Rahul Gandhi doesn't.
No, so the people of India didn't need him on the 26th of January? You mean to say people of India don't require Rahul Gandhi on the 26th of January?
No, Mr. Narendra Modi.
No, I'm not saying that. You're saying it, ma'am.
Speeches, but doesn't want to speak in the parliament on important issues like love jihad and ghar wapsi. On his behalf, you have no.
How often has Mr. Gandhi spoken in the parliament? Okay.
All right.
How often has Mr. Gandhi spoken in the last 15 years? Why don't you tell us? And how many days has he attended parliament?
Why don't you tell me why Mr. Narendra Modi did not say one single word on in his first speech on women's security? Why in his 10-point agenda, which he said for the first 10 days of his government, he did not make a single point on women's security? Why don't you tell me why there was so much of a controversy in the appointment of Lokayukta in Gujarat? Why don't you tell me every third girl out of 3 out of 5 girls
without an agenda and an ideology?
In Gujarat,
your whole ideology and agenda is now attack the BJP, attack everybody else, and be relevant.
Well, to the Aam Aadmi Party,
Mr. Modi has spoken.
To the Aam Aadmi Party,
on all these
issues, actually, I'd say at the very end. I'd say at the very end.
Ideals
okay,
and the agenda of a political party is shown through its advertisements.
Okay, Ragini, you are being...
Your advertisement only talks about
Okay, let's hear Mr. Gandhi's views in Delhi. And please take Sheila Dikshit ji along with him so that she can ask the crowds to wait. Just a request, why did you get Ms. Sheila Dikshit ji to go with him to ask the crowds to wait?
Lord Chalo Congress ki or. We are talking about development. We have written the narrative of development in Delhi.
Ragini Naik,
do that again.
Ragini Naik and in all
That's
of
why the
political
people
parties is
defeated you
one
after
point I
15
make
years,
to you.
ma'am.
The fact of the matter remains that despite getting your numbers wrong, all you political parties are preachy about conducting surveys and have gone on about why your numbers are more credible than others. You know someone who's got their numbers wrong? All the time, each one of you. All political parties get their numbers wrong. And then you preach to the media. I'm wrapping it up at that point. No, Raghav, I can't always...
Well, we were very happy to get ours wrong
Goswami,
in terms of what we got in
I've been waiting very patiently.
Sir.
I've been waiting very patiently, Mr. Goswami. Please.
Yes, what is your last...
So, while the BJP and the Congress indulge in this mudslinging, the people of Delhi want to know about issues, and there is one party that has been consistently
Again, no speeches.
Look who's talking.
Like
That is why every survey in this country
taking a break and I'm taking a break. We're back on the other side on why the Aam Aadmi Party says electronic voting machines have been tampered with.